Hello my lovelies. So, despite yesterday's slip into the unknown of just having enough, which is okay. I mean, those that have followed my journey have also followed my swelling and my ringing, but today is a new day. We're going to do a message from the ravens because I just had this urge that there's something that needs to come out, and you know, there's one thing, despite how I might feel about continually swelling up and hearing the ringing, is it hasn't and it doesn't affect my crown chakra. So if that was the intention, it's not fucking working. Let's just get that out there. So yes, I'd like message from the ravens, twin flame romance, soulmates, the connection or what we need to work on for ourselves, protection of the highest level. That was quick. That was very quick. We have the King of Swords. King of Swords. Now he is either, he's somebody who's mastered his mind space. So he understands, you know, he understands, or he's mastered the back and forth, Two of Swords, the Five of Swords, you know, the Three of Swords. He's mastered his mind over matter, but he's very matter of fact. So the King of Swords is very I need to see it to believe it. But he also is very he just says it as it is. There's no messing around. He's not in his heart space, he's in his head space, but he's got that raven on his shoulder. But his his sword is firmly in the ground, so he's very grounded. I need to see it to believe it. Now, bottom of the deck, we've got the World. I can't show you this because she's got boobs out, and a bottom bit as well. But the World is completion. So this is a cycle that has closed out. The World often represents, it could be that you've closed out a lesson, and it could be that you have, you know, accomplished this King of Swords, accomplished what's going on up here. Know thyself, know how, you know, mastering anxiety, mastering, being able to master, you know, who's for you, who's not for you, being able to it's king of, it's divine masculine, but it's not just about mastering it, it's about speaking it, it's about actually showing up in the world and being it. So we're either dealing with a King of Swords here, or it's asking us to get into the energy of the King of Swords to overcome the mind space. And what we think, you know, creates how we feel, and then obviously it goes into motion. So we have to master our thought patterns. Affirmations are really good for that. We're going to see where this connection is, or what it's to do with, using these cards that I made myself. I'm going to get some more cards. But this sometimes usually tells me where the connection is, what it's around, What's this King of Swords representing? When you're ready. Patience. King of Swords. Where's this showing up? Is this a personal journey? Is it twin flames, soulmate? Here we go. Now we've got these five candles at the bottom. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've often said these could be old flames. Old flames that are possibly coming round to clear out, or old flames that they're on water, so it's emotional. It could be closing out connections with old flames, but that was at the bottom. So we have the violin. So the violin, when I see the violin, it's kind of like that symphony, almost like I say, with the King of Swords, it's mastery of the mind, space. Now with the violin, and it's got roses growing up around it. I'll show you the card rather than just waffling on. With the violin, it could be like listening out for music that might be coming in communication from a King of Swords, because the King of Swords, when he's in his headspace, he finds it very difficult to articulate, whereas the King of Cups doesn't have a problem in his heart space, but the King of Swords finds it very difficult to articulate, especially when it's a symphony, especially when it's something that needs to be delivered, you know, softly, romantically. He struggles a little bit with that. He's very straight to the point, a little bit cutthroat. I mean, as a businessman, you don't fuck with the King of Swords. But this also could be like a repetitive. When I see the violin, it makes me think of melancholy. So, I mean, there could be. Let's get some more on this. But like I said, we've got the 5 candles at the bottom, and it could be 5 or attachments to 5 things, old flames, and then the world. So it is definitely closing out, and you may have to get into this King of Swords energy. I mean, that's one almighty sword he's got. The Queen of Swords, you know, she's very strong with her boundaries. She's very you know, when it's no, it's no. With the King of Swords, he just says fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's that. And there doesn't seem to be any explanation. But with this violin, I'm feeling like there is messages in music, or it needs to be a little bit more softened. So if you can you know, get back to me on that, tell me if it makes sense. But I mean, dream wise, I'm up every 2 hours, closing out so many cycles and attachments and some bizarre dreams. I got taken to Japan last night and then flew back, and I don't remember the journey back. So we're going to ask the romance angels what area this is to do with. Do you know, like, I mean, for me personally, if I can get a reading out, I'm having a good day. And like I said, regardless of what's going on physically, my crown chakra doesn't, in fact, it probably heightens it, makes it more open. Right, so we've got 2 cards. Both fell out on top of the King of Swords. So let's have a look. We've got Retreat, but it's upside down. It's in reverse, and the cards aren't in reverse. No. So Retreat upside down, and You Deserve Love upside down. So what I'm feeling here, there's playfulness at the bottom. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is about getting into like a childhood state again. They're both on a swing. It's about play. It's about, you know, seeing the funny side of things, even though things may not feel very funny at the moment. But, so, You Deserve Love reversed. This fell out on the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, the right way up is You Are Lovable. So with it being reversed, and as you can see, there's a bow. It's Cupid's arrow, but it fell out reversed. So the King of Swords has actually cut off his heart, you know, his king of the King of Swords is actually like all in his head. You are lovable. You deserve love. That could be a blockage with the King of Swords. And also Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So that came out upside down as well. So this is almost like, it's not, oh, we're going to take some time out. I'm going to take some time out. This is, I'm completely disconnecting. Again, King of Swords, all in his head, mastered his headspace. I mean, he's mastered all the swords, the 7, the 5, the 3, you know, but he's right up here, and it looks like he's got some blockages in You Deserve Love and Retreat. It looks like he may have gone into isolation, or that part of us, if it is. We're going to get some more. We're going to carry on with the, I call them the Raven cards. They've all got ravens on as far as I'm concerned. So why those 2 upside down in the violin? It could be that he's feeling a little bit sorry for himself. Which is, this is, you know, well, You Deserve Love reversed is, I don't feel like I deserve love. He doesn't look like, you know, he's very open. And Retreat upside down is, I'm going to go and isolate myself. Retreat, it's okay to retreat, but without actual going into full isolation. But that they're both upside down and they're both completely cut off. So it's almost like he's gone into his headspace. He's mastered it. I you know, I'm not going into my feels. And with the violin, it's a little bit of yeah. Let's see what else comes out. This fell out on the violin. King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles has obviously mastered, it's the divine masculine, mastering, you know, how to earn money, how to build, you know, in the 3D. Divine masculine, King of Pentacles, on top of the violin. So this King of Swords, King of Pentacles, there's no I'm in my business mode. I'm working in the 3D. I mean, the King of Pentacles is happy to share what he's learn and earn, and he's content it's very divine masculine, both of these. He is happy to, like I say, share. He wants to make sure everyone's had a good time. He's a protector. He's fatherly figure, head of the family, grandfather figure, that kind of energy. Safe, secure, does what he says on the tin. But again, it fell out on the violin. I'm going to keep going. We've got the page, the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the full moon. Give me some more on this King of Swords. So this is the tune the divine masculine is possibly playing at the moment. It's all about you know, I'm in my head and I'm making my coin. Now this is unusual. We've got the Ace of Swords but upside down. So the Ace of Swords, the right way up, is obviously clarity. Clarity, truth, something coming to light, news coming in, a brand new idea. But it's upside down, underneath the King of Swords. So maybe there's lack of clarity, lack of truth. Something is not as it would seem. I mean, it's very strange when you put those two together, that you've got this Two of Swords. You've got one pointing down and one pointing up. So the Two of Swords is going back and forth on a decision. I can't make my mind up. So if the Ace of Swords is clarity, truth, a message coming in, then it's not. It's the opposite of that. So I wouldn't go as far, and it's strange that quite a lot of them are coming in upside down, like retreat and you deserve love. This could be King of Swords lying to himself or lying to other people, because the sword is reversed. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the divine feminine, having enough. Like I say, she doesn't chase, she creates. She's got enough. She doesn't look outside of herself for anything. She's quite happy, content in her own space. She's not, she doesn't rely on outside influences or resources. You know, she's, again, she wants to make sure everybody around her is safe and secure. Interesting. So, you deserve love. This King of Swords obviously doesn't feel like he does, and he's gone into isolation. He's working on his pentacle, but the violin, like I say, the violin is almost, even though it's got roses growing around it, it's almost like he's singing this tune that it could be a bit woeful. Woe me. He's not in his heart space, and he's having trouble getting clarity, I would say, because up the right way up is clarity. So he could be working on something to push. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3 cards in reverse underneath the King of Swords. So he's either not being honest with himself, or he's in a woe like me. He might, you know, be King of Pentacles, trustworthy, whatever. He's got enough going on around him, but he's gone into isolation, and he doesn't feel like he deserves love. But that's false. That's like, it's upside down. if it represents clarity and truth, the right way up, then he could be in his King of Swords, but he's actually lying to himself. And we have the Knight of Cups coming in. The Knight of Cups with 3 ravens above him. So to me, that's like closing out 3 of possibly these old flames, because the ravens represent death and rebirth. So either 3, closing out 3 old attachments, or 3 old past life attachments, lessons, whatever you want to call it. But he's coming in. Now he's coming in sideways. So until he's actually, and we're saying he, but it could be the masculine King of Swords in the divine feminine, which could be out of balance. He's coming in sideways, which means he's coming in, but these need clearing. Like literally, I need some clarity. I need to learn that I deserve love, and I need to stop isolating myself from whatever it is. So this Knight of Cups is coming in. He's got a full cup. He's coming in after going through 3, which is those 3 deaths and rebirths. He's coming in with an offer. He's got his cup up. He's like, I've got this in my cup. This cups always represent something. It's an emotional offering. It might not be a romantic one. It could be a romantic one, but it's something to do with the heart space. But he's coming in sideways, probably because it's not the right time. Let's keep going. Let's see what else is going on. Because, so the violin. Give me something on the violin. What's the song? Why the violin? This fell out on top of the King of Pentacles and the violin, which is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is the divine feminine going in and doing the shadow work. And I mean really going in and doing that. And alongside the King of Pentacles, it fell out down there. So the Queen of Wands goes in and does the shadow work. She faces her fears. She faces the darkness. And then she emerges with this like fire energy and this new wand. I've got this new wand. I'm going to now take this new wand out into the world. I'm going to start a new business. I'm going to start a revolution. I'm going to, you know, and she's full of fire. She's sexual. She's got this divine feminine energy flowing through her because she's mastered her shadow, and she's also a magnificent manifester on top, alongside. So when I asked about the violin, that's possibly what's happened. Is there the violin? Yeah, like I say, it reminds me, even though it's covered in roses, and there's like a full moon in the background. It reminds me of kind of clearing out, you know, listening to old songs or old movies that make you want to cry. She's gone in, she's done that, she's doing that, or he's doing that. But the King of Swords is, like I say, it's all about, I need to see it to believe it. It's all very scientific. It's got to be right in front of my eyes. This also fell out on the violin. So it's the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune has turned. The Wheel of Fortune, again, is closing out a cycle, and it's landed on the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Excuse me. Let's have a look at this wheel. So, yeah, I've learned this lesson, or I am learning this lesson. I am closing out possible past flames, attachments. Those shoes are underneath that as well. And then the wheel turns. The wheel turns once we've cleared out and we get back to the Two of Cups, which is, when we look at the Two of Cups, it's unity. It's not just, you know, it's divine masculine, divine feminine working together, balanced, filling each other's cup equally without there being any lack. But this can be this is always an inside job first, and then we see it on the outside. That was bottom of the deck, and we've got the Ace of Cups underneath that as well. So the Ace of Cups is, I fill my own cup, I do what I love, and that attracts. Anything else? Let's give me something on the reversed retreat, and you deserve love. Upside down. Give me something on that. What does that mean? Why? 10 of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is a little boredom. It's a little, nothing's moving, nothing's going anywhere. I can't quite see the positive in things. I'm a little bit bored. I've also not got enough. It's like they're so focused on this one cup. It's boredom, definitely. He's sat under the tree. He's like, what next? What next? You know, and sometimes that can happen in long-term relationships. It can just feel a little bit 4 of Cups. It can also represent a little bit of disappointment, but it's a resting period. But the 10 of Pentacles fell out on top of the Ace of Swords upside down and retreat upside down. So there's definitely the 10 of Pentacles obviously representing harvest time. You know, it represents marriage as well, but it also is this and legacies, family, generational. It could be generational. So the 10 of Pentacles can mean, you know, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and then obviously going down, the 10 of Pentacles falling out on this sword, which is upside down, and this retreat, which is upside down, and this you deserve love, which is upside down. I think this is the lesson that is being closed out, which is going to turn the Wheel of Fortune. So the 10 of Pentacles is generational wealth, but it also can be generational gifts. But it's something along the generational line where possibly there was lack of truth, lack of clarity. That was how we dealt with it. Isolation. Rather than, you know, just retreating to recuperate. King of Swords, it's a no from me. That's it. Ghosted. But this could be something that he's learnt or she's learnt in the divine masculine energy, King of Swords. That's how I deal with things. Been passed down, and this you deserve love. It's like this could be what the healing is that's going on. So the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles represents marriage. So it could be a pattern that has kept recurring, again, playing the old tune, repeating this, you know, I mean, I love the violin, but it does have this echo of, you know, sorrow around it, sort of violin-y, repeating it over and over again. So that's what the Ten of Pentacles, and the 4 at the bottom is boredom. I'm bored with this, playing the same old tune, the same old song, you know. This is somebody who is possibly stuck in their headspace, doesn't want to shift into their heart space, doesn't want to have a look at it, doesn't want to feel. He'd rather, or she'd rather, you know, cut off. We're back. I've had to stay in the flow of things, and I'll have to put the two together. So we were at the Ten of Pentacles, which, like I said, is generational gifts. It's something that's been passed down through the generations, and it could be this lack of clarity or being honest, because that the right way up is like truth. So this is untrue, an untrue belief that you don't deserve love, and gone into isolation. We're talking about the King of Swords here. Now, as I finished, we bottom of the deck, we had the Tower. So this is destruction of, this is lightning strikes, and it brings down this whole belief that you don't deserve love, you isolate yourself. This is something that could be a pattern that's gone down generations. But the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles suggests that, you know, at the bottom of this King of Swords, he or she has gone in, is doing the shadow work, and is trustworthy. But it's towered. It's been lightning strikes, brings it down to the core. It needs to be looked at in order for it to be cleared out, whether this be a relationship that's going on at the moment, or past relationships, either that we've done ourselves. This may be what we've done before, is run. This is giving energy of a runner. I can't go into my heart space. I'm going to stay in my King of Swords. It's got to be matter of fact. I'm playing the old tune again because I don't feel like I deserve love, but it's asking us to move into a state of playfulness. So we're going to go to the Doreen Virtue Angels and see if we can get some more insights. Now, I've just downloaded an app that should help me to put the two videos together. Otherwise it'll be part 1, part 2. No, there's got to be some way of linking them together. But yeah, so give me some more on the King of Swords. We've got the Knight of Cups coming in, but again, he's sideways. So until this has been cleared out, and it's a self-belief that's been passed down, I don't deserve love, I'm not good enough, so I'm just going to stay in my headspace. I'm going to work on my I'm going to focus on my money until this actually gets cleared. Then the Wheel of Fortune turns. Or it could just be working on 3D money, getting the foundations right. Give me some more on the King of Swords. Why the King of Swords reversed? This fell out on the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Successful completion. So like I say, it's the cycle that has been passed down through generations of I'm not worthy, and I isolate, I run. But successful completion is when the wheel turns. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion and pride in an amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. So it is almost like it's happening. It is happening. It is closing out. This sword, which is upside down, is almost lying to oneself. That's clarity. That's it's not true. Successful completion. And then the wheel turns. After a tower moment of that wanted to go as well. A win-win solution. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. So again, it's 14, which is 5. 1 and 4 is 5. When I asked win-win solution, this is a change of thought patterns. So this is turning up the right way round. This is mastery of the mind, King of Swords. But the Knight of Cups coming in sideways suggests that he is working on these two blockages of run and I'm not worthy. The Knight of Cups coming in suggests that the heart chakra is starting to open. And it says start by focusing on aspects that everyone agrees upon. And open your mind to compromise and working together. So this is a change of thought patterns. This is the Tower. Stay balanced. So there needs to be balance between the head and the heart space. A win-win solution. That's the only way forward. Running you know, cutting off from your heart space isn't a solution. So we've got Healer of Abundance. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you designed to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. So again, it's talking about opening the mind and nurturing it. It's affirmations that's needed in order to shift from the I'm King of Swords, that's it, into King of Cups. But like I say, the Knight is coming in, but he's coming in sideways. You may be called upon to be a spokesman for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You might be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. Again, it's about changing your perception of yourself. It could be you, but who may be emotionally unavailable, and that's the King of Swords. He's guardian of the thought, so he's all in his headspace. Very professional, is a good speaker, especially about things that are really close to his heart, and could be asked. The situation is professional, positive attitude, fresh ideas, but may be emotionally unavailable. The King of Swords is emotionally unavailable, which is why you deserve love and retreat are both upside down. He's not in balance. Let's see if we get anything else. And then I'm going to have a go with my movie maker and try and put these two together. So definitely drawn to get a message out from the Ravens today. Probably a lot happened over the new year. We had it's not so much the new year, but that new moon just before the new year could have brought about some massive changes. Yeah, let's see what else we get. Can you give me anything on a win-win situation, intuition and insight? So it's a number 18, which is 9. And there's an angel with her hands out. Your intuition abilities are very acute right now. So you can trust your guidance to lead you in the right direction. Follow your own insights over the advice of others. And don't allow fear or worry to guide your way. It may be best to keep your secrets to yourself. So that's what this King of Swords is doing with his sword upside down at the moment, is keeping everything to himself. He's not letting it out. He's working on his pentacle, and like I say, this is probably a generational thing, but his intuition and his insights are very acute, and he can trust the guidance leading in the right direction. Follow your insights over others. But it's fear and worry. The King of Swords is, I mean, not, you know, he's very good at, if you want him as a businessman, but he's not in his heart space, possibly due to fear or worry. And he's keeping stuff to himself, which is why his sword's upside down. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Thought. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end. So that is why we've got successful completion, and then the wheel turns. With the challenging times behind you, you can move on. It's important to fully let go at this junction. Someone in your life may now be finally free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. So again, that's, you know, codependency is, can come in many forms. But when we're looking at relationships, it's being codependent on others, for whatever reason. But it's a 10, so again, it's the closing out of a cycle. And then seeing clearly, it's time to view things from a different perspective. You have been the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry, the pause in momentum, which is the 4 of Cups, wherever that's gone, while you rethink your plans, won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. So we're going to go to the Psychic Tarot. And I might just go back to my other cards and see if we get a bit more on this violin. But we're going to go to the Psychic Tarot just to see what's coming up with this King of Swords. His sword is upside down, which means he's not being as open as he possibly could. And the reversed deserve love. This fell out on the violin. Material and spiritual prosperity. Number 6, material and spiritual prosperity. So again, it's like working with this King of Pentacles, which is obviously the groundwork, making sure that you've got enough money to, you know, protect your family and your friends and your loved ones and give out, and mastery of the Pentacle, alongside the Queen of Wands, which is the divine feminine in all of us, going in, doing the shadow work, coming out with a new wand, with a new energy, with a new fire in her belly, is the material and the spiritual prosperity coming forward. And as we can see here, he's got both his hands, he's looking out to the sun. And the water, the fountains, can represent the emotions coming up to the surface, looking out to the sun, but grounded. Spiritual strength as well at the bottom of the deck. Let's see if we get anything else. So this is this tower moment of maybe, you know, I've had it in my thoughts for such a long time. It's been passed down to me that I don't deserve love, that I don't, that I run, you know, I ghost rather than tell the truth. And that's it. That is exactly what I'm saying. On top of this reversed you don't deserve love and retreat, we have triumphant success. And that's the sword. That's the sword of truth. That's the sword coming out of the water, which is the emotions, the clarity, the enlightenment in that we have possibly had thought patterns of I don't deserve love, and I run and I ghost. And that fell out on top of both those cards, and intuition and insight. So it's that's been brought to light. And then we've got number 8, which is accelerated motion. Now this is this came out alongside this Knight of Cups. So when he has cleared out these blockages, things are going to start moving forward. He's going to be coming in on his horse, cup full. I've got a cup full, you know. We don't have to, it's a number 8 as well, so it's infinity. Bottom of the deck, we've got heartache and loss. So there could have been some form, I mean, either when we are clearing out, moving, letting go of old patterns of self or self-beliefs or self-thought, there is a period of heartache and loss, because we have to go through the grieving of the old self, or letting go of somebody who isn't open to receiving love that you have to give. An old flame. I'm going to have to get technical after this. So one more, and then I'm going to have a see what the connection is. See if I get anything on the connection. but I'm getting the feeling that it is old flames. So positive movement forward, and again it came out sideways, and it's another 8, so that's 2 8s, but positive movement forward, sideways. So there is some clearing to do. There is some, I need to get out of my head space into my heart space, do the work, complete the cycle, clear out the patterns of ghosting, retreating, running, because I don't feel like I deserve love. And then you've got financial and material changes underneath. So number 5 is about change. There's a change in, and again with the Tower, there's a change in the dynamics around this. I'm just going to see. So we had the violin with this pack. Just going to see if it's going to, because it is like playing the old tune. Or melancholy, feeling a bit sorry for oneself. I'm stuck in my head. I can't get back into my heart space. And the butterfly, triumph, success, positive movement forward. I'm going to grow my wings. But like I say, this butterfly is black because it's been into the darkness. It's had a look at its shadow. It's recognised that even though it's dark, that it's still beautiful. It can still fly. That came out on triumph and success and positive movement forward. And this, look, and bottom of the deck we've got the twin flame, and then there's the lightning above. So this could be the twin flame connection. This will be either in the divine masculine or feminine, but it's somebody who's mastering their headspace, their thoughts, or is rather stuck in their thoughts, and the sword is upside down, which means that there's not a lot of clarity or truth. If anything, possibly the opposite, but they are doing the work, and there is completion, or there's the opportunity to complete a cycle here, but it's gonna come in the form of a Tower moment. Aha, it's like an aha moment. Oh, this pattern has been going on in our family. This pattern has been something that I've been repeating over and over again, because I don't believe I deserve love, because I isolate myself. What should we close with? Romance. Let's close with a rose anyway. See what so yeah, that partnerships and material changes 5 does scream out to me that this is something that's been going on down the family for a while. Stay in your King of Swords, then you won't get hurt. Fear. That there is material and spiritual prosperity, but it comes from working on both sides, using your intuition. So that fell out upside down as well. So this is the wastelands. Sustainability, slow down and tend to your garden, reversed. On top of so again reversed, it's like someone who's stubborn, who doesn't want to do that. They don't want to go to the wastelands. They don't want to sit in isolation, be on their own, and tend to their garden. They're you know, distracting, if you like. And bottom of the deck, we've got the Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight. So this could be that you can actually just see this for what it is. Mysteries, learning and teaching. And again, it's knowledge coming in. But through the heart space, you see she's got that triangle around her heart space. Hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. So passing on whatever it is. I love you lots.